Before I went to college, I didn't know what a communication major was because communication wasn't a class that's taught in high school. But I really think that this is something that's overlooked because at the end of the day, communication is what's essential for academic success, for career success, and honestly for happiness in our personal relationships. So communication offers a lot of different classes, so it really depends on your interest. If you're interested in human behavior, you can take classes like interpersonal communication, like intercultural communication, like small group communication. If you're interested in more of the TV or entertainment side, you can take classes in filmmaking, in digital editing. If you're interested in more of the business or writing side or public relations sides, we have public relations practices, we have narrative reporting. And I think another benefit for comm classes is that students generally enjoy them, right? Every class that they're taking is a class that they actually like taking. And that's really unique and exciting about a major, that you can take classes that you're passionate about while you're taking them. I think another benefit to the communication major is, when I was a communication major and I took other classes, I felt sometimes like I was learning things that were really interesting that I might care about, but I didn't have a way to immediately apply my knowledge. That wasn't true in communication. When I was taking classes in a class like small group communication, I could immediately learn how to be more effective in small groups and apply that into small groups where I'm working right now. So I immediately became more effective and I was immediately able to apply things that I was learning in class in meaningful ways around me. I think the most important skills for communication majors to have is really the ability to tell a story, right? So as communication majors, that's your strength. Your strength is that you have the ability to talk about things and to tell a story. Now, whether or not you're doing that through editing video to tell a certain story, whether or not you're doing that in terms of communicating face-to-face to tell a certain story, or whether or not you're writing so that you can get things published to tell a certain story, your ability in comm is to connect with people in meaningful ways through story. Now, obviously, technical skills are going to be a big advantage. You're going to have the ability to use certain software or use certain technical equipment, video camera and recording. And whether or not you know those technical skills really depends on if you want to be in that technical aspect of comm. So those skills are going to be really important as well. You're going to have these hard skills that you can put on your resume. But I think at the end of the day, it's really about your ability to think about things in terms of expressing a story that people can connect to and care about. So I get a lot of questions asking about what types of opportunities are available for communication majors within internships. And really, there's so many opportunities. There's a lot of different fields that are supporting interns for communication majors, and we've had our communication majors intern in a lot of different ways. We've had students intern at Weir Stewart, one of our top advertising agencies. We've had students intern at ADP, a Fortune 500 company that's focusing in HR, but also focusing in a number of different fields like public relations. We've had students intern with journalism within CBS Sports, doing things here with the Masters. We've had students do things with the Chronicle, our local paper. We've had students intern on campus in a variety of different higher ed functions. We've had students who have done internships with nonprofits like Boys and Girls Clubs, or students who have done internships with Westaboo or other performing arts venues that we have here in Augusta. So really, what you want to do in internship is just limited by what your interest is and what it is that you want to accomplish. Sometimes people think communication is a major that won't get you hired, but that's not true at all. There was some recent research published by CBS that talked about what kind of majors produce students that are underemployed and jobs after they graduate that don't require a degree at all. Communication was the 4th best major you could have. Why is that? Because at the end of the day, a lot of being successful and getting hired is actually related to communication. When we ask hiring managers what they're looking for in a recent college graduate to get them a job, what they're looking for is oral communication skills, presentation skills, listening skills, and writing skills. And that's what we're offering. And so what that means is you have to think about, as a communication major, what do you want to do? Every field is all about telling their story, and communication majors have the ability to tell those stories in ways that matter. So really, the industry or the field that you go into is just based on what you are passionate about as a communication major, because we're going to give you the skills that are going to help you go wherever it is that you want to go. If you want to become a communication major, the best thing to do is to reach out to the communication department here at Augusta University, and you'll actually get to talk to professors one-on-one, where we're going to set you up with details for how the major will help you specifically reach the goals that you have within a communication major.